sure you keep it high on
Yes,
the eyes.
Mum. Fuck you now.
Well, last time I
Why does it
couldn't
look
see your
wonky?
eyes. Got all marks on the front as well.
Yeah, well, whose fault was that?
What do you mean?
You dropping it on the floor, wasn't it?
When?
Earlier.
When?
Droppy McDroppison.
I didn't drop it on the floor, you
Yeah,
weirdo.
well, you could have done.
But I didn't.
All right, you good?
Yeah.
I'll leave that in.
You're so rude.
3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Dan Wheeler Show! Featuring this legend! Guys, episode 4. No, 5!
You fell
God.
asleep at 4, did you?
I fell asleep. Yeah.
Fell asleep. Well, there's no
That was good, wasn't it?
no news there. Was
Episode 5, gang. Welcome back. And if you've seen all 4,
Full.
if you've seen all 4, and now you're on the 5th, well done.
Oh, gold star, pat on the back to you. Make yourself known in the comments, please.
10 out of 10 for Ever, because we could barely be here. So, if you've done all 5, we appreciate you.
You've done all 5, you're a fan.
Now, I almost died this week. Straight up.
What?
I almost died.
How did you almost...
I almost died.
Right, can we just for you guys at home, can we clarify whether this is a real, like, it was
I
a
almost
life-threatening,
died.
right? Or it was a Dan almost died.
Dan almost died.
Okay, let's go.
I almost died.
This is going to be a good one then. Go.
Right, so when I was 26, 27, I had my tonsils out.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, you got no tonsils. Is that like being circumcised? I can see you.
They're not in there anymore.
I can see what you had for breakfast.
They've gone.
Mine is still there.
Yeah, well, gutted. And I had those out, and when I came to, I had a huge rash on my chest.
Yeah.
Massive rash. I'll see if I can find the photo. If I can, you'll see it on screen now. If I can't, I just
Then
can't.
it's just you've forgotten to edit it in
I
again.
made it up. I had a huge rash on my chest, and the nurse came over. She pressed a little panic button because apparently the first sign of penicillin poisoning, or sorry, being allergic to penicillin, that's the antibiotic they gave me.
Yeah.
The first sign is a rash, and then you can go into shock and your lungs
Oh my God.
can't breathe. I don't know what the other symptoms are, but I had the big rash. They panicked. They took the drip out and they gave me a different antibiotic.
Wow, you were lucky then.
So that was when I was 26, 27. Can't quite remember now. And I only got my tonsils out because I had tonsillitis 6 times in 6 months. Now, would you believe it? After the 5th time of getting tonsillitis
It's
in
horrific,
5 months, they still wouldn't take them out.
Well, I used to get it every 2 weeks as a child. I'd have
Don't
it.
try and brag and take over my story.
No.
all right?
They wouldn't take them out.
Yeah, well, they're vital for your immune system.
Yep, they wouldn't take
the
them
first line of defense.
It's still there.
So anyway, so from that point, the doctor told me at the time, do not take penicillin. It will kill you. You are allergic. And they told me how to wear one of these little necklaces.
So when you go, like, and they say, are you allergic to anything, sir? You have to go.
I have to say, well, for the last 10 years, I've been telling people, well, the doctors and the nurses, I'm allergic to penicillin.
Okay.
So I've had a couple of chest infections in the last 10 years and a couple of other infections with my leg and my injections and stuff. And when I had to go on antibiotics, it has to be something other than penicillin-based antibiotics, right?
Of course, yeah.
So anyway, as you know, I've had a chest infection recently.
I now know how to kill you off.
Well, not so much. Hold, wait there. Well, hold your fire. Hold your fire.
I thought I found your kryptonite.
No, I don't have one. So I still have a bit of a chest infection, but the last 3 weeks I've been suffering with a chest infection. You guys won't know because I'm a professional. What's that? What's Tiny's violin? Yeah, all right, whatever. So it's been affecting my breathing and everything. And as soon as I tasted it 3 weeks ago, as soon as I could taste it, Sam's had it, Henry's had it, Grace has now got it, and I'm just recovering from it. As soon as I could taste that horrible, dusty taste that you get from a chest infection,
It's not.
I went straight to the doctors because I've had chest infections so many times. When I was a kid and I had a chest infection, my mum refused to give me antibiotics.
Why?
Don't know. So I've had
Joe, explain yourself.
So I've when I was a kid, I had 2 or 3 chest infections, and I had to just go through all the way through. It was fucking horrible. So in my adult years, as soon as I detect,
You're in like Flynn.
I'm like, give me
Can't say
antibiotics.
that, can I? You're in.
What did you say?
Nothing.
I'm in like what?
I'm in.
No, what was the thing?
Like Flynn.
We're not doing this again, mate. Who the fuck is Flynn?
We know who Flynn is.
Who's Flynn?
Oh, sure.
Have I forgotten?
Yeah, that's okay. We'll see.
Who's Flynn?
Leave it go. Leave it go.
Guys, in the comments, who's Flynn?
Leave it go.
Leave it go. It doesn't even make sense. It's let it go.
Back off.
Right. Anyway, I phoned the doctors up and I'm like, Doc, I'm getting a chest infection. And he said, how can you tell? I said, because I've got this taste. I'm starting to feel a bit of a wheeze.
Ooh.
Going upstairs is a bit of a tricky, and I've started coughing up some green shit. And he was like, that's
Definite
a chest infection. And
yeah.
I was like, I fucking know that, mate. Why did you make me explain it? I'm not an idiot. Give me the antibiotics.
I'm a doctor, don't you know?
So anyway, Dr. Dan.
Dr. Dan.
So about 3 days before, because Sam's had the chest infection and the doctor gave her antibiotics,
Yeah.
I pinched 3 of her antibiotics the day before I called the doctor because it was a Sunday. I had to wait till the Monday to call him. So I took 3 of hers. She had it to spare, don't panic.
Funny that, isn't it?
And then I thought, well, when I get my antibiotics, I'll give her 3 back.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah.
So when I'm on the phone to the doc, I'm like, I've got a chest infection. He says, oh, okay, great. We'll give you some antibiotics. Are you allergic to anything? And I said, well, I've been taking amoxicillin. And then he went, that's penicillin. And I went, no, amoxicillin. And he went, no, that is penicillin. I said, doctor, amoxicillin. And he went, yes, that contains penicillin. And I was like, well, it can't do. I'm allergic. And he went, evidently not. So I was like, okay, fine. So it turns out amoxicillin is penicillin based.
And you're not allergic.
And I'm no longer allergic. Or I never was allergic and I just had a rash. So for the last 10 years, I've been denying myself the best antibiotic.
It has nothing to do with like the things they would have put on your chest when you were like,
no, I don't know.
Stuff,
I don't
do you know what I mean?
So I almost died.
So it was definitely a Dan almost died.
It was a Dan almost died. Yeah. And then, so I finished my antibiotics now, my penicillin, and I feel great.
So you're all good now,
I'm no longer allergic to penicillin, which is great.
Mate, that would have been really bad.
It would have been if I died of penicillin shock.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have known what had happened to you, because I didn't know.
No.
Did Sam realise?
Thankfully, Sam would have known.
Well,
yeah.
she wouldn't have, because she gave you her antibiotics.
Well, yeah, but in her defence, as I walked out the room after she said I could take some of her antibiotics, she said they're penicillin based, and I didn't hear her. So I just took them. I know, it was a clusterfuck of communication on my part.
Bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the